Hi, welcome to the Personal History Hub. So this video is going to be on the Black Panthers. So the Black Panthers were one of the largest Black Power groups, one of the most feared and in their own view, one of the most misunderstood. They were set up in California in October 1966 by Huey Newton and Bobby Searle. They had been heavily influenced by Malcolm X. They attracted media attention when they went to the state capitol in Sacramento carrying guns to protest against a proposed law to stop people openly carrying guns. The sight of armed black men in the state capitol made the news, and the Panther movement took off. So, what were their beliefs then? So, the Panthers believed that white officials and police were not supporting black communities. They said black people needed black officials and police who would work for their community. However, unlike many other black power groups, they were willing to work for white people who shared their beliefs as well. They originally called themselves the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, and each group had their own version of the Black Panther uniform, which was a black beret, black trousers, and black leather jacket. By the end of 1968, they had 5,000 members. Most Black Panther groups saw themselves as the police and social workers that their black communities needed but did not have. This is what they did. So they patrolled the streets in black communities to try and keep them safe. They worked to create rainbow coalitions to encourage cooperation between non-white city gangs that usually fought against each other. They controlled the traffic around schools with no pedestrian crossings, so picking roads where there had been a high incident rate of children being hit by cars. They pressed local white government officials to provide street lighting, pedestrian crossings, and aid for ghetto communities. They ran courses on Black history and citizens' rights. And they carried guns for self-defense and tape recorders so they could tape police harassment. They organised medical clinics and provided free shoes for poor black children. They ran breakfast clubs for poor black children before school. So this was the 10-point plan of the Black Panther Party. So these were all the things that they wanted. So they wanted freedom, they wanted power to determine the destiny of our black community, they wanted full employment for our people, we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our black community. We want decent housing fit for the shelter of human beings. We want education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in the present day society. We want all black men to be exempt from military service. We want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. We want freedom for all black men in federal, state, county, and city prisons and jails. We want all black people, when brought to trial, to be tried in a jury of their peer group or people from their black communities as defined by the Constitution of the United States. We want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. So it wasn't just about gaining civil rights, it was about poverty as well as community. So, what were the actual achievements of the Black Panthers? So, the Panthers did, at a local level, help to provide living and improve living conditions in ghetto communities. A health clinics and breakfast clubs, so free breakfast for children program, were particularly successful and improved the lives of many Black Americans. They also provided clothing distribution centre, gave guidance on drugs rehabilitation, and assisted those who had relatives in prison. However, there was another side to what they did. The money they raised for their welfare projects came mostly from black businesses, but not all of these businesses contributed willingly. Some Panthers were arrested for robbing banks to fund their projects, and also their policing of the streets was for many groups as much about provoking the police, who they called pigs, and engaging in shootouts as it was about actually policing the community. So in July 1967, California passed a law that made it illegal to carry guns in public places. Huey Newton was then badly wounded in a shootout with the police in October and charged with murder. The Panthers concentrated on a campaign to free Huey, and the publicity led to many more people joining the Panthers. By late 1968, there were 25 cities with Panther groups and many more Panther members across the country. Even so, there were never more than 5,000 Panthers. The group were constantly harassed by the FBI and the police. The director of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, even went as far to say the Black Panthers are the greatest threat to the internal security of this country. Some have claimed that the FBI deliberately caused trouble with the Panthers, and then when they retaliated, they could use it as evidence of their danger to society. This then turned people away from the Panthers. By 1969, there were internal divisions within the group. There was also an incident that saw 27 Panthers killed and 700 injured in confrontations with the police. This led to a loss of support for the group. By 1982, the group then officially disbanded. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the Personal History Hub. The next video is going to be on the riots, the Watts riots.